Now, Word, is there something like when you're looking at the data for your Airbnbs and you're seeing, okay, cool, this, gets X amount of bookings. What's that threshold where you're like, all right, cool, this is a good amount of bookings versus this is a bad amount of bookings?
Yeah, so I'm looking at year-round 97% occupancy rate. So the only dates that I will see available, sometimes if there's one night in between reservations, and then I have a different strategy. I can offer them a really early check-in, and then I can charge them half. So it's like those days are not completely empty. But
Mm.
yeah, it's normally, even if there's a few days closer to the date, there will be last minute guests that will book those slots.
So when you're going through Airbnb, like how much time in the future do you go looking at, like, is it normal to see that the following month they have a lot of availability? Is that a bad thing, or?
So that's a good question. Normally between 2 to 3 months ahead for a successful host. And if you see like the calendar is fully booked 6 months ahead, you're probably selling yourself cheap. Normally it's
Okay.
2 to 3 months, it's good to see a lot of bookings. But if it's like it's 6 months, you're probably selling yourself a little bit.
And then if it's before that 2 to 3 month threshold, then you know that there's something wrong with the area or the property.
It's sometimes you need to see what that host is doing. Sometimes, many times, I'm doing live audits and I do market research on my TikTok and I show people the gaps. If you started right now in Airbnb and if you follow my instructions, then look, you have here people who doing it so mediocre just by how they present the listing that you can come and take over.
Yeah.